So, if we're going to deal with grips, we also got to deal with bridges. Okay? It's a predecessor to gripping. So, a bridge, much like an actual bridge, a bridge is something that connects two things together, right? Hence why this name comes from that concept of the two of us connecting in some way. It doesn't have to be this. It can be a grab. It can be a frame. It could be when we're in close and we're in a clinch. It's a connection between us and how we can use that connection to our advantage, right? So we're going to keep things really, really simple. And we're going to do a little drill I like doing, which is, and it is static. It's like this, right? And for the sake of practice, you can have one foot in front of the other, okay? You can do this really blatantly static with feet either side. But if you want to do it like this, a little more of a realistic practice, okay? So all Jamie is going to be at the moment is a dummy, okay? A bit like a Wing Chun dummy, right? Something for us to move around. We are going to orbit our partner, okay? So when we used to do things like Jiryupon Kumite in traditional karate, we would go sort of directly sideways and then come in. We're using the power of our back leg, creating distance to come in. We want to orbit the partner. We want to go around them without really changing the distance, okay? With the intent that we're going to close the distance in a bit, okay? So I need to move around this. I can't just do that, okay? I have to control these limbs, okay? So my arms are going to be on the inside. If I'm going to be on the inside, I want to be on the inside. I don't want to be here, okay? I'm on the inside with my arms on the outside, which means that Jamie has the advantage, okay? So I'm going to be on the inside, like so. If I want to get to the outside, I've got to make my way there. I can't just do this. So what I'm going to do is take the outside arm and move it across. And I'm going to do effectively a juji-uchi or a juji maneuver, which is about crossing the limbs, okay? And I'm going to take this one across and control. Okay? I'm not doing it in bits. I'm not going 1, 2, 3. Okay? This is too rigid. I've got to make it flow. Okay? And then throw a couple of things in just to make a point. But then you're going to make your way back into the middle. Okay? So I'm going to do the same thing. Control the inside, move it across. But I've got to be wary of this hand. Okay? So on my way in, I'm going to frame back to where I was. Okay? And then you're going to go the other way. I'm concerned about this arm at the moment. Bam. When I come in, I'm concerned about both of them. Clinch. Bang. Outside. Bang. Inside. Clinch. Outside. Body shot. Inside. Knee. I'm just going to keep maneuvering outside to inside. Okay? Make sense? Mm-hmm. So it's the same move I'm doing. I'm just going to 3 different places. Control the limb and create a bridge, just in a different place. Okay? If you want to stick with that for now, that's fine. If you want to just do this, that's fine. If you want to start playing with stuff to do after, then you can, depending on your knowledge to be able to follow up. Okay? This is what I'm seeing straight away, Jamie. So, I want you to orbit. Okay? That's what I was saying about orbiting, is I'm already seeing people doing that. Okay? Try and drill that out early on. I know you're still getting used to the exercise, but I want you to get away from this. Okay? This is great for escaping. Okay? Wham! But I don't want you to escape. I want you to orbit. Look him in the ear, right? Bang. Look him in the eyes. Bang. Look him in the ear. Okay, so I'm in control of the situation. I'm not trying to get out of it. In this case, I'm not trying to get out of it. What I was saying earlier about scenarios. In this scenario, I'm trying to find a better way in. If I can't, if he's controlling the inside, I'll go to the outside instead. It's finding, it could be an attack, it could be a strike, it could be a punch, it could be a takedown. He's got the inside, he's got the outside, sorry, he's got the outside of me. So it's difficult for me. Maybe he's controlling my arms, he's using his hands. I'll go somewhere where I'm more comfortable. I mean, this is going to be my strategy anyway. I can fight on the inside, but I'm much more comfortable on the outside. Okay? So try here, not here. Okay? So, if you're happy with that, stick with that. If you want to take it on a little bit, then do the stuff afterwards. Okay? So we were saying about we used to do this statically. So Jay would stand up, arms out. This is the really static version, just to learn the principle. Okay? Learning the principle is important because a principle can be carried on from one exercise to another. Okay? If you understand the principle, the exercises married to that principle will all eventually make sense. Okay? But we can make this a little more realistic. So we can bring the stance into it and bring the guard out. So Jamie can still be a dummy, but he's just in a more realistic stance. Okay? So if I'm here, I can get to the outside and I can start controlling the wrist. There's a few things I can do from it. There's a multitude of things I can do. So I can do similar to the exercise I was doing before, control the tricep and step through. I could carry on with the arm drag and come around to take his back. I could, depending on what I'm trying to achieve, slap him inside of the ear. Okay? I could do the last exercise, grab his chin, throw him on the floor. Okay? When I make the inside, so if I'm on the outside, I want to get to the inside. Remember I said I want to be mindful of this. Now you could make it a little more realistic by Jamie knows I'm going to come in, so he goes to slap me in the ear. So as I come in, I defend it. Okay? So I'm being conscious of deliberately moving to the inside. Okay? He's not going to let me do it, right? So as I go in, wham, and then I can start coming in and doing a bunch of other stuff. Okay? Or what I was talking about over there was a concept of mid-range grappling, which is where I get to the inside, and then I've got to put my palms on his biceps so I can still reach around my fingers and grab his triceps. So if I want to push him or pull him, then I can. Because I'm controlling his body, because I'm controlling the upper arm. If I was further down, that's going to be a lot more difficult to do. So that's another thing to consider when you're on the inside. Whatever you're trying to achieve, you can actually make easier. If I want to try and go for up here, but I'm too far away, I can either move myself, or I can move him. Okay? And then go back to the outside, try something else. I've got the bot. Depends on how you land. Whatever you're thinking, you're probably right. If I've got this leg loaded, I'm thinking, well, I could go high, or I just bam in here, or I can knee him in the thigh. It's all good, okay? So go a little more freestyle. Don't do anything too long or too complicated. It takes away from the point of the drill, right? So just really, if I'm just thinking this through, okay? So bam, 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 bam. Just make this a really flowy drill. Just do the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?